Hi there, welcome. Just want to quickly finish up Psalm 31. Normally I pronounce it out loud and ask you to see if you can translate. I'm not going to do that today because there are a couple of things that are just a bit difficult and you might not recognize if you weren't expecting them. So if you want to try to do this psalm on your own, go ahead and pause the video. Otherwise, I'm just going to dive in. So, verse 1, Va'ani amarti, obviously, but a contrastive vav there. But as for me, I said, Chafatz means to be in haste, and this is a Kametz Hatuf, as I remember. It's actually, with the bait on the front, it's a Kal infinitive construct with a 1 CS. So I said, Chafatz means to be in haste. I said in my haste, in my hurry, in my anxiety. And then a Nifal perfect, garaz, not a very common verb, but it means cut off. I am cut off from before your eyes. David's recollecting actually how wrong he was about his perception of the ordeal that he went through. Cain means nevertheless or surely. It can be a strong emphatic, absolutely, or strong contrastive. So, but in English is maybe not strong enough, but it's still fine as a translation. But you have heard, to MS Cal Perfect, the sound of my, or the voice of my supplication. We're supposed to see Hanan hiding inside here. This is where Hannah's name comes from. The voice of my plea, the voice of me begging for grace, something like that. We get another infinitive construct, this time a PL. We have vocal shava, a vowel, doubled middle root letter. And shava, not a common word, but it means to cry. In my, attendant circumstance here, in my crying to you. So, final application here, ehevu, a 2MP Kal imperative. Love the Lord, all his chassid, his faithful ones. A chassid is someone who trusts in God's chesed. Because, and David doesn't add key here, but he could have, because the emunim, the faithful ones, it's interesting that chesed and faithfulness both qualify God and faithful human beings, both together. And a Kal active participle, notzer, Yahweh. So Yahweh is the one guarding the faithful. And also, the other side of the coin, we get shalom here. As a verb, it means to repay, either in a good or a bad sense. And fortunately or unfortunately, that's what it means here. He repays al yeter osei gava'ah. Osei, the one working in gava'ah, it's a word that occurred earlier in the psalm. It means pride. Al yeter is a bit of a tough phrase. Yatar means to remain or be left over. So yeter means something like the remainder. So unto the remainder, or as far as the remainder, is like to the nth degree, unsparingly, without leaving anything out. The ESV has, he abundantly repays the one acting in pride. Perfectly good translation. So God guards and he repays. Friends, we go through life and we get hurt, and oftentimes we can't work justice for ourselves. We can't rebalance what's wrong with our lives and the ways we've been treated, but God does. Chizku, a Kal 2MP imperative, and Ya'ametz, a Hiphial imperative. Be strong and let your heart be strong. All those, and hopefully you can see, the root is Yachal, to wait. Definite article with the mem for the participle, and this is a PL participle. You have a vocal shava, a vowel, and then virtual doubling with the chet. The chet and the ayin often will not compensate with lengthening when they reject the shava. So be strong, let your heart be strong, all those waiting for the Lord. All those waiting for God to intervene on their behalf in some wonderful way. Okay, that's Psalm 31. I only wanted to do it, where is it? Blessed be, because of how great is your goodness. That's what I had in mind. Friends, I'm coming up on a period of grading now, and my sense is people are moving a little bit more toward holiday time, although obviously with the pandemic, things are restricted. And the views on these videos haven't been terribly high, so I think I'm going to pause for a couple weeks, and we'll start doing these again at some point in the summer. But my sense is that they're not in terrible demand. So just take a pause on this. If you have any part of the Old Testament you want to work through in these, please feel free to leave a comment, and I'll turn to those next whenever I get to these. We'll take a break of a couple weeks. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye for now.